Hello, my name is Larry Dobrow. I'm the senior editor of MM+M. I'm here today with Patrick Richard, and we're going to talk a little bit about one of the biggest healthcare topics of the day, data and analytics. Thanks so much for being here today.
Oh, no problem. Glad to be here.
Tell me about some of the biggest challenges in applying data and analytics to healthcare today.
I honestly think it's the overwhelm of data right now that's one of the biggest challenges. How can you take data into action as quickly as possible and get into the environment that you're going into, whether that's creating a patient adherence campaign, whether that's creating some sort of application to help in the healthcare space, whether it's communicating to physicians. You should have data driving those decisions. And I think sometimes groups fall down because they get overwhelmed with the amount of data that's available and not sure how to action on it, so they swim in it a bit and somewhat drown in that data.
How is the use of data and analytics kind of revolutionizing healthcare marketing as we know it?
You have so much behavioral type aspects to healthcare, how a patient actually reacts to a therapy, both physically and emotionally, how a physician speaks to a patient to get them on therapy, to keep them adherent, how a patient's surrounded by caregivers and people that are willing to help them, but they're also doing their own research online. These are all data streams that we can leverage to understand what's happening in a given environment at any given time. It allows us to be more precise and more create communications that are more personalized to them. And you can't do that without the level of tools and techniques that we have available in the current state as far as data analytics and data science as a whole.
How can pharma brands take advantage of this? How can they ensure that they're optimizing data to drive the best results?
They need to build the right frameworks and processes. And you would think pharma would easily be able to do that. But these organizations are large organizations. They're dealing with some very serious problems, and they're bringing therapies to market that are really helpful to these patients, sometimes life-saving. But if you take the time to set the frameworks in place, meaning what tools do we use on a consistent basis to flow our data into? Is it a data management platform? Is it a data lake? And if it is these things, what type of talent do we then hire to query that data and get the right insights on a consistent basis? Because what can happen is if you don't have that consistency of a framework of platform, talent, insights, then you can run into issues as far as actually finding the right insight, and you can swim and drown in that data.
Patrick, thanks so much for your time here today. It's a great education for us. Really appreciate it. For MM+M, I'm Larry Dobrow. Thanks again.